I'm Cursing Mushroom, and welcome to another Destiny 2 video. Hey, what's everybody? I'm back at you today. So, normally I do a Weapon Wednesday video today, but I wanted to kind of take out the time and just pause that for a minute and talk to you guys about Destiny 2. So, there's been some things on my mind lately, and it's been bothering me. With the Curse of Osiris live stream yesterday on the 21st. If you haven't seen it, you can click the link above. I've got it recorded for everybody so you can see it. Okay, first things first. This video is for anybody that wants to hear it, and just let me have your attention for a second, okay? Your undivided attention. Now, you can give me a couple minutes. That's all right, right? I want to talk about the DLC, the Curse of Osiris DLC that's coming up, and I want to talk about how Destiny is now and where's the future of it, right? I'm a longtime fan of Destiny. I've been playing since day one, D1, okay? Vanilla Destiny, day one. Not Destiny 2, Destiny 1, right? I would have been doing this a lot sooner if I had the capabilities, but now that I have, I've jumped into it like I've always wanted to. To give you a little background on me, but man, it's like, it's sad. It really is. Okay, because I'm gonna be honest, Destiny was my favorite game I've ever played, and I've played lots of games. I got a fucking Mario shirt on, right? I just really enjoy playing it. It's a place where, even if I was just shooting bad guys for no reason, it was fun. And not saying Destiny 2 isn't fun in that aspect, but there's some variance. But first let's just talk about the DLC, the stream from yesterday. Okay. And I've got some notes here and I want to read some of them. So in the stream, they were covered public events. Okay. It was a public event, right? Some new big public event. Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about it. The Infinite Forest adventure, Up and Up. Okay. It was the adventure that they played. They did the forging on a weapon, which looked... Okay, let's just start with a public event, okay? Because I don't want to get... So, it's a pretty good size public event. It's like, you've got three... If you imagine three nodes, a big center and then two wings, okay? And then you've got these pads that launch you back and forth, okay? You defeat pretty much a big Vex Hydra. It drops orbs. You put it in a little pool, and that's how you do damage on the boss and continue to the next phase and stuff like that. It was large in size. They said it was their biggest, and it was by scale. And then Deej goes to say, this is going to be the best reward we've ever given out for a public event. And two chests spawn in. I'm like, on the stream, I'm even like, 2 chests, yes. And then he opens them, and they're like 1 coin in each. And locks a blue in each or something. I'm like, what? That's your best. That's the best you got is 2 coins. You realize it takes 20 at least to level up a vendor, okay? At least. You tell me I got to play that fucking 15-minute thing for 10 more times? I'm not playing an hour and a half of that just to get 1 legendary, maybe a couple, that are the same as all the other, whatever. The content looked fun, though, right? It always looks fun. Destiny is a fun game to play, but they're not enticing us with anything. There's nothing. It's like, here, fucking have this cake, but it doesn't taste good. What? It looks good, though, but it doesn't taste good. It's okay. It doesn't have any flavor. It's just air. You're just eating air, but it looks good, right? Which is really upsetting, And then in terms of the Infinite Force, it's supposed to be like infinite possibility thing. Let's be real, guys. It's pretty much you're going to know what the end result is. Like, they're playing an adventure. You're going to know that the boss ending is pretty much going to be the same unless it's different than what I'm understanding. Because You know, it's like, oh, we're going to play this up and up, for instance. You know that at the end there's going to be that captain on, you know. Now, if it changes, awesome, you know, that'd be cool. Like, you know, if the adventure, it's like, okay, you're just going to play through the infinite forest. We're just going to call it up and up. And then it's just going to be different every time. Okay, that's better to me. But then you get to the end, it takes like 15 minutes, you beat the boss, and you get one fucking coin, and you're blue. That seems to be a reoccurring thing here that nobody wants to fix. It's the elephant in the room, but nobody wants to talk about it. And it's tiring on people like myself that invest a lot of time and really enjoy this game as what it is as a game, but want to be, you know, have some positive feedback on myself, you know. If you come out with this DLC and you introduce 20 new weapons and 3 or 4 new gear sets, okay, in a 4-hour-long campaign, me as a gamer, I'm sorry, dude, but 2 days, 3 days, you know, other than the stuff that's going to be like on a weekly reset, you know, it's really upsetting because I've like got 98 or 99% of everything in the game already, because nothing is reroll possible. It's all static white noise. Then anything that I pull in is that's all okay, you've got this much and this much, you know. I've already got all this. That's what I got, to be honest, is this little bitty piece. And I'll be honest with you, I'd much rather not see DLC and see some in-game fixes, you know. Like the mod system, it could be great. We don't care. It's just a little fucking emblem you just stick on there. It gives you 5 more power level. It does nothing, to be honest. It does nothing. It's not a big enough difference to be able to tell. You know, I can go to 280 and wear the shit out just the same as I could at 305. You know, unless it's like the prestige nightfall. And then 300 to 305, I don't notice a difference at all. So, okay. Then they talked about forging. Okay. Now, it was like, there's like these boxes you get from Brother Vance, okay? And it's a possibility at a weapon. I hope it's a possibility at multiple weapons for that package. Like, there's 3 weapons or 2 weapons you can get from this box. Okay, it's random every time. That way it continually makes me want to do them, right? But if it's 1 weapon, you fill the node, then you just, okay, let's just continue the rest. If you can only get 1 per character a week, there's 3 boxes on his screen. I will get 1 with each character. And in 4 weeks' time, a little bit less, to be honest, I'll have every weapon. You know, you get the little materials. It's like play Crucible, play Public Event, play Strike, any of that stuff, and you get it right. Well, what's the drop rate chance? I mean, if I get one every time I play, there's like, dude. It didn't show him getting one on his Public Event that he played, so I don't know. It could be a really hard to get, even though it shows that they're rare. I don't know. I don't know if the boxes, as you go further, if it gets harder to create the weapon, which would be kind of nice. I like a little bit of grind. I want to work for my stuff so that way when I obtain it, it's worth something. It has value. Currently, most of the stuff we've got has no value. And that's the reason I wanted to bring this video to you today, because I love doing my Weapon Wednesday videos, but I'm not going to tell you of an alternate if there's not an alternate left to be found. I mean, there's a few here and there, but they're not really like, you know, worth telling you about. I mean, not that they're not worth telling you about, but they're not valid enough to give my seal of approval. Like that really matters, right? But we've got 1 more week anyways. I've got 1 in reserve, and that's the one I'm going to use, right? And I really want you guys' feedback. You know, even if 10 of you or 2 of you watch this, tell me what you think. I want to know. If you're a Destiny player, even if you're fucking not, man, let me know how you feel. Is this some bullshit? You know, am I just tripping here? You know, I want to know, because I think it's a problem. And we've got this game that the actual game itself, the core game, you know, just forget the re-rolls, the static rolls, the no in-game, whatever. When you go and you shoot something, it is absolutely it's gratifying because the game itself is built well. It's so good. It's like, man, that the graphics, the animations, the Guardian, like if you think about, the Sentinel Titan, for instance, when he shield up in the air, that's the coolest shit ever, But then you get like this fucking messed up shit here and there, and it's like, dude, like you had this game for 3 years, the previous game, and I see the same fucking issues in this one. I know you probably had 2 separate teams working on the game, but you couldn't have been like, hey, you over there, this isn't working. Maybe we should, talk about it so that way you don't put it in the second game. And this leads to the end of the video. What's the future of Destiny 2? Every group that I'm in, 60,000 people, 10,000 people, 5,000 people, everybody's just fucking hate this game. This is shit. Everybody is being so negative. And it's hard for someone like myself not to be, but I can deal. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't have to be like, whine every 5 seconds about a game. It's like the whole fucking EA microtransaction. Man, play the game or don't. If it's not for you, it's not for you. We don't need to try to uproot this because it's bad to you. I played fucking Battlefront 2, and let me tell you, I didn't have no issue taking motherfuckers down that probably paid for shit. It's random, y'all. I mean, they can buy shit all they want, but when they open the package at the end of the day, there could be shit in it, But that's neither here nor there. That's not Destiny 2. It's my point was there's too much bickering and whining about something. We need to just sit back and just step away for a minute and look at what we have, years ago we didn't have those issues, with games, microtransactions, this or that. Fucking years ago, dude, you're playing fucking Ataris and Nintendo 64. It was great, man. Compare the fucking graphics. You know how much harder it is to make a game fucking nowadays than then? Oh, but they've got better operating systems and this and that and fucking... Dude, you know how hard it is to make these videos? Now, I don't have a lot of experience. This is all self-trained, taught, whatever. So it takes me a while, all right? And I don't know how long it is on their end, but if you just look at a weapon, just look at one weapon and look at all the detail that goes into it and tell me that wouldn't be difficult on some scale. We take too much for granted, but I'm not saying that's okay because Destiny 2 is leading down this dreadful road of misery and woe. If they don't fix their in-game, we're in trouble, guys. I've already got the DLC purchased and it looks fun. But for what? 2 days? And then here I am trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do. Not just for content, because I've got games in my library. I'll pick something that I really like. But I really enjoy Destiny and I don't want to see it go downhill this quick. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Please, let's start a discussion. I want to talk about it. I want to know how you feel deep down inside your soul. With that being said, I hope you have a great Wednesday. I hope it's wondrous, wonderful, and everything all of the above. Like it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel with a red bar. And I'll see you guys later.